This is Tammy and this is Kare. Now, let's pause for a second and think about the world we're currently living in. Did you see any increasing pattern? Well, one of it is probably an increase in the amount of senior citizens we have. Now, did you realize that by 2030, there will be almost 1 in 6 people in the world who age 60s or over? Now, fast forward 20 years later, by 2050, there will be almost 2.1 billion people. Now, let's identify the issue with aging populations. The problem is we lack support for these group of people. There's an issue such as social isolation, there's loneliness, there's poor health, simply because we don't have the right tool. And most importantly, elderly are not encouraged to be independent. We define the gap and we come up with a solution called Kare. Now let's have a look at the homepage first. Kare is a website that allows elders to make phone calls, set reminders, open up a calendar, as well as look for potential opportunities or activities that they may be interested in participating in. To be able to call is just as important to be able to meet in person. And also, elders often requires more necessarily tasks than people of other ages, such as taking pills, go see their doctors, and usually they have memory decline. So let's have a look real quick. Let's set up a reminder just for a second. Voila, fairly easy. You just put in the name of the event and the time, and once you're done, let's go back to the homepage. What's gonna happen when time's up and you reach the task that you set the timer for? Voila, time to take pills. It's going to show up the notification automatically. Well, David is calling us. Let's just accept the phone call real quick. Voila, David show up. Cool way of interacting with others as well as being a platform to solve the problem with lack of social interaction. Now, let's have a look at the calendar real quick. Very simple. You can look at the agenda for today, tomorrow, or even next year by just scrolling down. Now, let's have a look at the activities right over here. Pretty cool. Rule-based activities on the recent locations. So let's head back to our homepage. We make all of these available and possible by using HTML as well as CSS to do the website. And let's have a look at our future plan. We're planning to introduce new features such as sharing agenda, doing other stuff, as well as developing our very own app. Other than that, we also want to work with medical provider and hospitals to make sure that our platform was able to collect data to turn it into a large-scale healthcare information database. Now, thank you for listening, and remember, we care.